worst location, we have none other than Frosty Flights. Okay, Frosty Flights has good loot. Bad location, good loot. But now without planes, it's absolutely useless. Literally, there was like one or two, well there's loads of chests, loads of everything, but it has a bad location and no planes to get to the centre, and it's actually hard to get out of because of this icebergs and no mountains. Frosty Flights is the worst location. Coming in at the second worst, we have Junk Junction. What else did you expect? Happy Hamlet? Nah. Junk Junction has loads of chests, but it only has metal. Metal isn't really good for build battles, so therefore, second worst. Coming in at the third worst is the Frozen Lake. Yeah, well, this is the only unnamed location I want to add because it's technically Greasy Grove. Greasy Grove might come back. If it was back, I would rank it much higher, but it's not, so yeah, the Frozen Lake. It only has the dock house, so how do you expect me to rank it higher? Coming in at our next worst, we have, well, what's left of Tomato Temple, because that is pretty rubbish. It was rubbish anyway, now it's even worse. Tomato Town, I think, was the best it was ever going to be. Yeah, even though it only had 2 chests. And then next is Haunted Hills. And this is I put Haunted Hills here because Haunted Hills is simply an okay location. To be honest, it's pretty underrated where people say it's the worst. It's really not. It's actually quite good in my opinion, but I know a lot of people don't like it, so next we have Shifty Shaft. Okay, many people call this a good place. Right, location, good. Loot, not so good. It's about 5 chests there, and that's about it really. But to be honest, it's not that good. It's where all the people who want to quote game land. To be honest, I land there in squads with my friends. Sometimes it's hectic, sometimes it's too quiet, and most of the time I end up with like one epic weapon, rest either green or grey, or sometimes very rarely blue. So it's okay, but not good. So next we have Happy Hamlet. Happy Hamlet is a decent location, decent loot, but then it's not in a good place. That's the only reason why it's so low. Next we have, well, no other than Polar Peak. Okay, the only reason I do not like Polar Peak is just simply because it's hard to get to. I mean, right, there's a zip line, but that's the way people are gonna come and shoot you, and when you're landing there you have to be extra careful. When the bus is far away, no one's gonna go there. See all the downsides about Polar Peak. However, it does have amazing loot, and I do like the location though. Next we have the block. Okay, the block is absolutely rubbish. I hate the block, but just because of the legendary chest there, I had to rank it higher, so that's the only option I had. Nah, next we have Sonic Steps. Okay, all I'm gonna say, Sonic Steps is a pretty average location. It's not good, it's not bad, it's just in the middle, to be honest. That's all I have to say about Sonic Steps. Right, next we have Fatal Fields. Okay, I feel like Fatal Fields is a good location, and in my personal favourites, it would be in my top 5. But there's no traffic. Right, it's mid popularity, but I feel like the hype for Fatal Fields has died down since the start of season 6, and I feel a bit upset about that, because I know Fatal Fields is a good location. Alright, next we have, well, what do you expect it to be? Next is Lazy Lagoon. Okay, the Lazy Lagoon is sick. It has so many chests. It is so good, but the one chest ruins the reputation. That one up there. The one on the mast. You literally can't get it. You have to fall off and you probably die trying to get it. You build up stairs and get it, but still, people are going to shoot down your stairs and you're still going to die, so there's pretty much no point of going for that jet. But apart from that, pretty good, pretty solid spot. And next we have sorry for taking so long. Next we have the jungle volcano thing. Alright, the volcano has 9 chests. That is solid, literally solid. But it's a lot of trouble trying to get them chests. Alright, they have the ones on the throne. But then it's not good because, well, the lava, it hurts you. Yeah, I don't really like that part. So, and I don't like the part where it blows you around, so I'm gonna rank it pretty low. I preferred Wailing Woods there. The bunker's still there. The bunker did nothing for the whole time it's been there, so there's nothing there. Oh, also, you know how all the nights, I knew that Wailing was going to get removed because, you know, all the nights before, all the locations that they were in charge of had been removed, so the Black Knight was in charge of Wailing Woods, so that had to be removed. Now we're getting into our good locations. We have none other than, well, Pleasant Park, sorry. Okay, I feel like Pleasant Park is a good location. I feel like it's really good, but it's not as good as any of the other ones left. So, sorry to Pleasant Park. Next we have Paradise Palms. Simply, I just think Paradise Palms is a really good location. It doesn't have the greatest location, but still. The zip lines, it's near Fatal Fields, you can go into there. Near the Mexican villages, go into there. Near the racetrack, you can go over there, see? So Paradise Palms is just a pretty sick location. And in my opinion, it would take the number 4 spot. But it didn't, so after this we have Salty Springs. Salty Springs is my favourite location to drop, but I will say it isn't the best. You have a very low survival chance. There's great loot, great location, second most central in the game. So I'm just going to rank Salty Springs where it is. Next we have Retail Row. Retail, very similar to Salty, but more survival chance. I think more people, a bit more loot, and yeah, that Retail Row is better. Next we have Dusty Divot. Okay, Dusty Divot, it destroyed my favourite place, Dusty Depot. I know, I was really sad about that. Well, Dusty Divot is a good location, but it's not better than the top two. Number 2, you may have expected this to be number 2. We have Loot Lake. Loot Lake used to be okay, but now Loot Lake is insane. There's 12 to 15 chests just in that little lake part. Then you got some chests near the factories and that little house. Yeah. So Loot Lake's number 2, and number 1 is obviously Tilted. I know a lot of YouTubers don't rank this number 1, but seriously, it is number 1. This will bring the broadcast to an end, so see you later, guys.